They're all talking to you here, so thank you, Hans, for the kind words, and thank you everyone for showing up tonight. And on the way here, I was kind of thinking, you know, you always start off with a joke or something, right? Well, I'm not very funny, so I figured I wouldn't tell a joke. But I am kind of interested in straw polls. How many of you are interested in straw polls? I thought we could do one tonight. Because it's important to kind of figure out where we're going as a nation. So let's start with the straw poll. We'll use our hands if you don't mind. Don't be shy. Let's start off now. Who thinks that the New York Giants are going to win this weekend? There we go. There we go. Okay, do we have New England Patriot fans? There we go. Okay, now can everybody get up and put the Patriots on one side and okay, I see that's not going to work.
Patriots belong to the right side.
You know, I truly am thankful that each of you took a night out of your precious time in life to come down and listen to an aspiring politician. But I don't really like to call myself an aspiring politician. I like to think to myself as a friend and a public servant, something I've done all my life. And I'm asking tonight that you hear me out and join my campaign as we march towards victory in 2012. But I'd be remiss if I did not introduce you to my best friend, my wife Whitney, and our family, our children, because really, if you think about a campaign, it's a family event. In 2010, I remember watching my kids standing on the corner in the rain, waving signs. A lot of you saw them out there. And you know, there is nothing more valuable and precious than when you're knocking and you're tired and you're worn down, and Hans can attest to this, that when you start thinking about your precious children and the future that they're going to have, then that drives you watching them being involved at the level they were involved. And those of you who are here with me last time around recognize how much they were involved. And so I want to just quickly introduce my lovely wife, Whitney. If you'd step forward, Whitney. We just celebrated our 20th anniversary. I would like to introduce my daughter Mackenzie, who is not only my oldest daughter, but she is my campaign manager. Mackenzie. This night would not be a success if it wasn't for the hard work she's put in over the last 3 weeks, actually longer than that. She's worked diligently. I'm very proud of her. She's my baby daughter who was turned into a young woman. So, thank you. My daughter Delaney, she is in higher ed. Step forward, Delaney. Come on, step forward. It's okay, no one will bite you. Watch out for Christmas.
I've got him covered.
Delaney's my 17-year-old daughter. She's currently attending Olympic College in the Running Start program, and I'm very proud of her. She works hard, and she's also in the background doing a lot of things here, and I'm very proud of all the work she put in the last campaign, and she's not real excited about this campaign. And then we have my our two youngest children, Rebecca and Samuel, if you want to step forward. All right. Something that not many people in this community have ever seen, and that's Santa Child. So, thank you so much for coming up here, and I just want you guys to know that this right here is the reason I'm running for state representative in the 26th district. So, a great round of applause for them. They're a lot easier to look at, so I'll make this short. Let me begin by asking, how many here tonight are frustrated at the state of our government today? Let's raise our hand. Yeah, well done. a unanimous decision. Here's the thing, though. Here's the irony of this. We are the government. You see, we're a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So what does it mean to self-govern? Thomas Jefferson wrote that voting was a rational and peaceful instrument of reform. Even our state constitution identifies that all power of government is inherent in the people. We're a representative government that's created anew each election cycle with each of our votes. And I would argue that the solutions to the challenges we face in the coming years have no greater obstacle than that of our willingness to cast our vote. As we gather tonight in this wonderful museum, and it is beautiful, we're reminded of a rich history that has formed and shaped the very community of Gig Harbor. It's a reminder of the legacy of those before us who were willing to give selflessly to create a better life for their children and for future generations, forged on the back of hard work and commitment to community. Do I have to do a little bit of competition?
We had a business. It's a Democrat, I think.
Tail was wagging.
And as we march towards election night this November 6th, we'll be given a similar opportunity to, again, shape our future. That will become our legacy. Your vote will determine how that legacy is defined. You see, we're at a crossroads. And the challenges we face demand that we use our right to vote to put forth a new vision. A vision that will guide us through the turbulent waters of this recession. A vision that prepares us for a prosperous future. A vision that adapts to the new economic realities we're facing today. This vision must be bipartisan. It must reach out to the whole community. It must value people, not politics. It must build upon the lessons of history and create a future with more freedom and liberty and smaller, more efficient government. Let me share with you how I see that history, how I see that vision. My vision involves job creation through sound economic principles and policies. History shows us that it's a small business community that always forges the road to economic recovery. Here in Washington, politicians want to tell you, not Jan, sorry, want to tell you that Washington consistently ranks in the top 10 places to start a business. But that's not the entire story. What they're not telling you is we rank 47th in what's known as the business churn rate. That means that for every Washington business that opens its doors, there's more than one Washington business that closes it. I'm certain this can be changed. I'm certain that through meaningful reform in areas such as labor and industry, healthcare, unemployment insurance, and the B&O tax structure, we can get small business back on their feet and help working families realize their dreams. It stands to reason that as more people will work and state revenues go up, right? Simultaneously, demand for state services will go down. It's time we get Washington working again. As a small business owner, I recognize the impacts that we have with burdensome fees and overregulation that are barriers to growth and job creation. My vision includes these changes that are desperately needed in order to help create jobs and grow business. My vision includes a quality education system, one that effectively prepares our children with the skills they need to be successful members of our community. A system that embraces innovation and reform to provide a world-class education for our children so they can be competitive in our global economy. One that teaches the values of a strong community. And one that focuses our education dollars on the child in the classroom, not on training programs or state bureaucracies. One that gives parents more choice for their child's education, and one that provides more local control to the principals and teachers rather than to state agencies. One that is funded as a priority and doesn't hold our kids' future hostage every budget cycle. As someone who's earned a college degree later in life, and a father of 4 children, I know that a sound education is an investment with countless dividends. My vision also includes a balanced budget. based on priorities, not political paybacks and pandering. When politicians are often focused on what will be cut because of lack of restraint or overspending, I want to focus on budget items that are funded through priorities and fiscal discipline. Same way we run our households. Should be the same way we run our businesses. I want to begin the dialogue with you, my constituents, and with my fellow representatives on what are the priorities of government, and then fund them responsibly. We're in a new economic reality. We need a new budgetary model. One that focuses on the core functions of government, such as education, transportation, and public safety. Kind of partial to that. We need one that takes care of today's needs while focusing on tomorrow's. One that spurs economic activity to achieve greater revenue and doesn't burden our businesses and families with additional taxes. You see, with greater economic activity comes jobs. And with jobs comes recovery. And with recovery comes opportunity. This is the opportunity that we will leave as our legacy. This is the history that we're forging today. I'm confident that with your help, we'll achieve a new direction for the 26th District, for our communities, and for the state of Washington. I'm asking that you vote Doug Richards so that we can finally begin the process of recovery, growth, and prosperity once again. As Henry Ford once said, don't find fault, find remedy. Thank you all for coming. God bless you.